Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome to another day of Planmas. This is another flip through, but you would have seen in the title that this is a flip through of 2016/2017. Now, much to my dismay, I still haven't found, back in Australia, I think I left my actual proper 2016/2017 planners. Well, I hope that they're there somewhere. No one has been able to find them for me, so I hope I can find them. But I was able to find my memory keeping ones. So I pre-planned back in 2016/2017 in my Erin Condren planners with stickers. So I won't be able to show those to you anytime soon. But I was able to be sent my memory planners because I started doing more. Like I had 2 planners for a while and I was doing memory planning as sort of an extra lot of video, an extra lot of playing with stickers. So I have those 2 here. They're not really completed. They're kind of a mess, but we shall go through them. So 2016 was the first year full year that I started doing sticker planning. And also I started my YouTube channel back then. So if you set my videos to oldest, you will see all of my, from the week of Valentine's 2016 onwards. So you'll be able to see a lot of spreads if you want to watch them of what those planners looked like. But yeah, so, and then like midway through the year, I decided I wanted to try memory planning. And this was sort of in the way that Mandy Plans or Mandy Dreams used to do memory keeping, or like she used to plan day by day, plan as I go. So some of it's memory planning, some of it's plan as I go, but it is, not pre-planning. But there's a lot of blank weeks in here. So we'll go through what we can. This is all I can show you a view of 2016/2017 for now. But still, it's like a look back on some super old stuff. So we have some super old Erin Condrens here. We've got the not so pretty rose gold spiral here. You know how it kind of like tarnished after a while. And this is when they brought out the first the black and white one, which is super nice. Oh, a super old monthly kit from Scribble Prints Co when she was doing these glitter ones. This is her old digital glitter as well. And then I have like days of like fun holiday days from Once More with Love. So that is fun. Okay, so yeah, this is sort of like kind of how Mandy Dreams was doing it back in the day, I think. So we're overlaying full boxes and day covers didn't come in kits yet, so I was making my own stickers and just printing them out for myself to go with the sets. And this is glossy, so this is an old Scribble Prints Co because we have glossy stickers and the weekend banner, but we also have the matte bottom washi. So this is super old and super old bloomsicle art too. But so this is June 27th through the 3rd of July. And this is back when, I was the first year of my PhD. So we had ramen for lunch, it looks like. I was printing stuff. I was editing some work here, monastic. I had to go to the doctor's this day, and I went to Target and Kmart. In Australia, like Kmart is the more popular shop, the better quality shop, which is hilarious. Target kind of like, lost kind of favor there, but I know it's upside down world. I get it. I got some Scribble Prints Co in the mail. I mailed off a present. I was working on a Carmelite thing. If you don't know, my PhD was on Carmelite nuns in the 17th century, English nuns, and I was really focusing on their mysticism, so I just fills you in with that. Midweek pick-me-up, a little coffee, working on my mystics. It was my mother's birthday, so I called her. I lived in a different state to my mom. Begin heart abstract. I tried to work on that, and then, I don't know. I wasn't very good at doing other articles and things outside of my PhD. I was undiagnosed ADHD through the whole thing, so I struggled. got my nails done. It's just, yeah, wow. There's a lot of stuff going on. Scheduled a hair appointment, rest day, played World of Warcraft that night, and then it was my brother-in-law's birthday. Then I had a checklist of things to do, and it looks like I just did a full draft, but I didn't get intro, background, or heart abstract done. I don't think I ever did that heart abstract, to be honest. Coffee with a PhD friend. Exchange a source book. So I changed that around. I think this is when I was using one book as my main primary source, and I was using one from the library, and I finally ordered my own copy. So I went and returned that, and I had my own copy from then. Oh, and then it was the election. I don't know if that was I don't know if that was a state election or a federal election. Who knows? But it was election day. Usually they happen on Saturday, and it's a day off, and I voted. And I put a little hot dog there because we have if you can Google it, it's called democracy sausage. But usually there are sausage sizzles, or hot dogs at each election polling place, and you can usually get one for $2 for a charity. So that's the whole big thing in Australia, this sausage sizzle. I was doing some filming, and my dad came over, and we watched Batman v Superman, it looks like. And I was working on Sunday on my conclusion and did an edit. Yeah. We won't go so in-depth with the rest of the flip through, but this kind of gives you an idea. So this was a sticker kit that I made, because I made a couple of sticker kits using art that I drew. This is before, so obviously I opened my clip art shop in the end of 2017. And this is before I even had an iPad, so I drew all of these on my PC. And yeah, I made and sold 2 sticker kits for a very short amount of time. So this is one of them. It was a Sailor Moon one. Both sets were Sailor Moon themed. But I think I was just playing around with it in my planner to see how it came together. And then I did the quote. I think this is a Sailor Moon quote. Girls have to be strong to protect the people they love. It was Lunar New Year and the Super Bowl. I think one of the years I watched the Super Bowl, and it was very funny. I think it was the year that the Seahawks was going up. It wasn't this, was it this? No, it was the year before. I watched the Super Bowl, and it was the Seahawks going to try and do a back-to-back win, but they totally messed up on the last thing. Like, they ran it in instead of throwing it, and it was a huge mistake. But anyway, that was like huge. Yeah, I was just doing a whole lot of, PhD officially a process. So I think the first 6 months of the PhD we had to work on. We were on probation. It didn't mean we got to actually do the PhD yet. And I think this is when I was officially processed and I could continue on, and I was a proper PhD student. Basically, the first 6 months you work on your abstract, your proposal, and we had to present it to the rest of the whole department, and people in the history department would ask you questions about it, and determine if it was a viable thesis. And mine was determined viable, and this is the day it was officially processed, which was very fun. I went to we had a reading group I was part of a research center for the history of emotions, so we had a reading group. Learner's theory test. I think I passed, but I never actually learned to drive. I've done 3 learner's theory tests, and I just never came to pass, so oh well. Oh, I watched Build the Film, which is about Shakespeare, and it was a really good film. It was made by the Horrible Histories people. Oh, we went to Citrus Jam at Grace Emily. That was a really good little concert show thing at a bar. That was fun. It was Valentine's Day. Doing lots of stuff. Doing lots of stuff back in the day. Oh yeah, I remember this shop. Again, I'm making all of my own date covers, but I remember this shop as well. This person had a YouTube too, but I can't remember what the name was anymore. So, apologies. Try not to cry a lot. if you like look closely when I go through, I had not good mental health during my PhD at all. Probably partly due to being undiagnosed, and I probably really needed ADHD meds through this whole thing. But that's okay. That's alright. Odd time. Getting like some mail, using little things for meals down here. Walk around the park. How random. Oh, Stranger Things. Is this when it started? I can't remember when Stranger Things came out. I did enjoy the first season a lot. The rest of the seasons, I could honestly give or take, but I did enjoy the first season of Stranger Things. Doing some more filming and just random. Living my life. Then, I think did I make this one too? I think I did. Using some more bloomsicle art. I guess I got sick. Still sick. Sick day. I guess I was sick this week. On the mend. I roasted a pumpkin and I made pumpkin pie, which I'd never had in my life because it's not a thing in Australia. So that was fun and interesting. July is winter, by the way, in Australia. So that's how I was trying out a pumpkin pie. Got mail. Oh, we're watching this show called Andrew Tribeca, which is really good if you ever see it around. Definitely recommend if you want to watch a proper comedy. Andrew Tribeca is really good. It's supposed to be like in the style of like Hot Shots and Airplane and that kind of thing. Oh, and then this kit I think was from Coffee Monsters Co, one of her printables. But I did again make my own date covers. I've used date covers from the very beginning, so it's just what I was into. Trying to do work and not finishing anything. That's fun. I struggled a lot. Heidi at home for 1 year. We'd had Heidi for 1 year in our house, so that's great. She's funny. Sick again. What's happening? What was my life back then? We're getting life choices. Yeah, you see. I got like no work done this weekend. I was regretting my life. Why was I doing this PhD? Almost 140 subs on YouTube. Yep. That's very funny. And I just use a lot of bottom, like washi down here, I guess. So that was July. Okay, August. Oh, we're not doing a glitter monthly. I wonder if this is when Andrea shifted to doing more art monthly. So that is fun. Oh yeah, this is the week Suicide Squad came out, and I made a little kit for that. Because I used to be into DC a lot. Well, before the movies came out, we read a lot of DC comics. But yeah, I'm definitely not into superhero movies that much anymore. But I thought it was a fun spread for the movie. And I didn't get to do this kind of spread in my main planner because this was also our anniversary week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 10-year anniversary on this Saturday. I didn't do much for this. I think I just put it down. It was kind of a pre-plan with me video just to be like, look at this set I put together. What happened here? I think I was trying to do a workout kind of thing like this is like Samantha Plans and Reads. Like back in the day, she had a workout planner a lot like this, where she put like her meals and put YouTube in the middle, and I put like workouts at the top. And I was trying to work on working out. I don't know if I did much. I don't know if this happened much. But that was also a little kit with matte little chevrons there from Scribble Prints Co. Then this was leftovers to what I used in my main planner. A little twins set that I made for myself. And I used a little Simply Good cloud washi, if you remember that, one of the OGs. Heidi is 17 months old. What am I? A mother? I guess I was. Yeah. What else? Just doing more work. No work today. Coffee fixes all. Wednesday was my bad day. I was depressed like every Wednesday. But anyway. It looks like I had a meeting and I had to hand in some work. So I was trying to do some work this week. had a seminar for my research group. Yeah, relax and recharge. Once again, trying out, I think this is like my proper kit that I made for my Sailor Moon art, and I was just like trying to show how it looked in the planner with all like my little icons and stuff. Then, oh, September, I think this is another Coffee Monsters Co printable. Using like, I think this is the original pink bow washi from Simply Gilded, and then I just used like a random gold rose washi. My machine broke. Yeah, when I started trying to sell stickers, my silhouette was always really good until I wanted to sell stickers, and then my silhouette was like, nah. And then I stopped selling stickers, and my silhouette went back to like never being broken. So that maybe is a lesson there. But yeah, into work early. There was a post-grad session this day and a meeting. The Walking Dead all morning. We watched a bit of The Walking Dead, but we gave up after a while. Then it was Father's Day. Oh yeah, because this is September here. But yeah, I don't know. Then I guess maybe I did a video on this and I never actually... I think I made this kit for myself too, and then I never actually made a... This is Bloom School art that I bought. Oh, and then this was a mystery from SPC, and I actually really love the way this looks. This was really fun art, and I love the way the pattern was in the check heart boxes. Yeah, trying to do work this week, I guess. Oh, I was doing abstract for Australian and New Zealand. I think it was called ANZAMEMS. So it's like Australia and New Zealand, like history conference. And, well, I think it was like British history, medieval history. Anyway, I did an abstract for that. And I went to New Zealand, actually, to present that. So that was fun. I guess I was working on the abstract this day. Research proposal accepted. So again, work was getting accepted for the beginning of my PhD. Then I think, Negamoon, I think I was releasing art this day. Like, I was releasing a sticker kit, and then, I don't know, it all goes away. But yeah, this is like no white space for sure, but we have the glossy bottom washi now, so that's fun. Then this was a glam planner art, although this was a matte washi, but a glam planner. It was a long time ago. Log at gig tonight, mail orders. So I was still like selling sticker kits at this time. Also a workshop, lots of stuff. Trying to write, it looks like. Looks like I did write most of the time. Oh, I was writing an intro, and I had to do like reading Bordeaux and stuff. And then, oh, this is one of my favorite ones. I still love this so much. This is One Piece, but Halloween. So this is like One Piece. There's a whole arc where they're in like a spooky place. It's one of my favorite arcs, actually. It's like a Halloween themed arc, and I really love that. It'll be so fun if they get to that in the live action, because I don't know, but I love the colors from this. It's really fun. Maybe I should take some inspo from this for next Halloween or something. But yeah, I've loved One Piece for a long time. So what is this? Where am I going? Oh, I went to Gender Worlds. So this week I went to Perth for the weekend for a conference about, this was a conference for postgrads doing work on gender and, you know, gender work, so masculinity, femininity, feminism. And of course I was doing, my PhD was about women, so I went to the Gender Worlds thing. It also had like a postgraduate seminar and like a whole conference about that. So that was fun to go to Perth and see that. Yeah, I don't know. Working on abstract. Yeah. And I came home. So you do a lot of like traveling in academia. I can't talk anymore. Oh my god, this was a very popular Scribble Prints Co Halloween set. Love it so much. It was so cute. One of the most popular ones are also spooky cakes, but this one I think was popular too. I really like this one. So then I was back home updating CV and emails. Oh, it was my birthday this week. It's my 28th birthday. Wow. On the Sunday, crepes for breakfast, parents over and presents, burger bars to watch the Warcraft movie, email application to the history center that I had to put some things through, history seminar, lunch and art gallery with mom. So I guess she came over this week for my birthday. Oh, apply for ESTA because that's a visa to be able to go to the States. So I guess, oh yeah, I went to the States at the end of 2016. I went to New York because Locke had a conference up in Richmond, Virginia, and then we went and met up in New York. Yeah. So you might get to see that. Oh, I made a Gravity Falls kit for myself. I thought this turned out really cute. Yeah. And then, was this drawn by J. Crew Plans, this autumn art? I think it was. I used it here. Oh, and this was an extra book this was an extra plan with me where I was showing you guys like how I would have planned while I was an undergrad. So my classes were Revolutionary France, Old Texts Made New, Witchcraft and Heresy. I think I only did 3 classes at that time, but this was sort of like one of my weeks that I was doing in university in undergrad. So this is what I was getting up to. And yes, I had all of my lectures on one day for that semester, which is hilarious. And then I had 2 tutorials, tutorial seminar on Friday and one on Wednesday. So I got Mondays and Thursdays off, which excellent. Super nice. Oh, and then look, this was back when we were undergrad. I think this was my last year of uni, and my partner was already into their like post-grad stuff because they finished a year before me, and they were flying to Paris for a conference that weekend. So that was me if I was planning undergrad. That was just a fun little video. Oh, I don't even know where this November is from. Was this a shop in maybe Australia for a while? And then we have like, I don't know where this Halloween set is from, but this is a bunch of Fox and Cactus stickers. I had a draft due, but I had a sore neck. Walking Dead, why? Something happened on Walking Dead. Writing. I really like these little pencil stickers. It was cute. I think they're from Once More with Love. Supernatural. When I wrote my methods bibliography. My project. Yeah, stuff was happening. I got hot chips. Early morning work. Supernatural end of season 6. Wow, that was a long time ago. My gosh. SBC new releases. Supernatural season 7. I think we were like going through and rewatching it. Finished Offspring season 4. No. Oh, right. I was watching Offspring by myself, which is an Australian show, which is kind of like a medical drama comedy. And yeah, at the end of season 4 is like sad. It's sad. Very sad. If you know, you know. Lots of crying. Oh, and then this was a really fun kit from SBC. An older one because it has matte bottom washi, but it came with date covers, so that's fun. But I love these colors, and these donuts are really pretty, again, from Bloomsicle. New laptop delivery. Wow, gotta love a new laptop. Research meeting at the Hilton. Oh. Was this the election in 2016? And it was at this huge research meeting for the entire History of Emotion Center at the Hilton Hotel is when we found out that Trump won in 2016. What a day. What a day. Rubbish. I just remember being surrounded by all these historians being like, oh, watching like the votes come in. It's like, oh dear. That was a fun day. That's in there. Anyway, and then we had some more uni stuff happening today with the research center. And then, where is this from? I don't recall. Oh, this is like premium matte. Whoo! It feels so soft and smooth. But more autumny stuff here. Although technically it was spring at this time in Australia. Lunch with luck. I don't know where we were getting lunch. We had junk for dinner. My mother-in-law's birthday. We were playing WoW a little bit here. World of Warcraft. Yeah, I guess we're playing that. Tom's art show. I don't know. Oh, I made this one too. This is like a pastel goth set that I made from like Pinterest pictures. I love this one so much. It's so cute. Maybe one day I should try and recreate a bit of this for my own art because I really loved the way this one came out. I was trying a different stuff with planning here, like drawing a little box there. But yeah, Headache. Gilmore Girls was watching, probably for the first time, I think, maybe. My US delivery. You see how long I've been doing my US for my US mail? For a long, long time. Years. The gardener showed up. Oh yeah. For a house inspection. I don't miss renting in Australia. We'd have to have house inspections all the time and they were the worst. They don't inspect here. They just trust you to like keep the property maintained and tell them when there are problems. Which, hello, thank you, we're all adults here. Anyway, playing some more WoW. So, we're into December. I don't think this is SPC either. I'm not sure what this one is. I won't have everything filled out. Oh, so yeah, first part of December, I went to a, this was like a cross, so this was a history of this was an emotions conference, and my very first conference paper that I presented, and this was in Sydney. But this was like not just history, this also had sociology and teaching and a whole bunch of just people working on emotions kind of studying, and I presented like at the end of the last day, and it was a lot. But there was also a teaching presentation at the same time, so not a lot of people went to mine, but whatever. That was my very first conference paper in front of a whole bunch of academics, and it was crazy. And I was in Sydney by myself for this, and I was just like, chilling out. Then I flew home the next day, and I think pick up Heidi. Was she at the Borders? I don't know why. Stuff was happening. Then I had to go to like a seminar at uni, and then Locke went to the US to go to a conference in, again, Richmond, Virginia. And then this week, I kind of pre-planned this, this is a Glam Planner kit, where I went and joined them at the end of the week. We were also there through just the days before Christmas. So I apologize, I don't have anything in here about what we actually did in New York over Christmas. But actually, when I flew in, we took ages to descend, and we were bumping so often. It took 30 minutes to descend, and we were bumping up and down the whole time, which made me extremely nauseous. So actually, most of that New York trip, I couldn't eat. I felt so sick. I was jet lagged and felt sick, and I could barely eat, which kind of sucked. But I had a really good watermelon lemonade, so that was nice. But I could barely eat while we were in New York, which kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? But yeah, and we kind of just walking around, and on the streets. I think we were leaving some square. I can't remember what its name is anymore. There was a little Christmas market at a square, and we're leaving that, and we passed by the actor who plays Dennis Duffy in 30 Rock. So that's my only celebrity sighting. We passed by Dennis Duffy in New York. So yeah, apologies. If I had my other planner, I could tell you what we actually did, but I was sick for most of that. And then I took a shuttle from the airport to a hotel in New York, and it took hours. So anyway, still had a fun time. And I think Locke's friend from high school was working in New York at the time on Wall Street. So we caught up with him at a sports bar, and we had chicken wings. And that was fun. Felt very American. Then, oh yeah, New Year's Eve. And this is the New Year's Day that we went to a 9 a.m. showing of Rogue One at the movies. And it was like empty because it was 9 a.m. on a New Year's Day. Look, we had a lot of fun, all right? And then we picked up Heidi because she was in boarding this time. But we gave ourselves an extra day so we could just have everything tidy and ready. Before we went and picked her up, she just boarded at the vet's that was down the street from us, which was nice. Andrea live planned with me. That's so funny. That was a long time ago she did a live plan with me. We just hung out, we did gaming, Big Fat Quiz 2016 and mac and cheese for New Year's Eve. And then went and saw Rogue One next day. So then we're into 2017. We got like foil stuff here. Oh, this is a lemonade kit from SPC. I think actually we're only going to look at this one planner because we're already at 30 minutes. So let me know if you want to see the 2017 one as well. I think there's less spreads in there, but yeah. So we could do that in January next year if you want to see the other one of these kind of spreads. But otherwise, you know, pick up car and refill. I guess we had our car away. I don't know. We don't have a car anymore, which is funny. Bridget Jones's Baby. Yeah. Kingsglaive Final Fantasy. I don't know. Stuff was happening. Oh, I did a leftovers plan with me of like all of my sticker leftovers to do a rainbow spread. So this is how it turned out, and I used some glitter washi as the headers here. Library and organized notes. Going to lunches with my uni friends. Meetings. Yeah, I don't know. Try to do yoga at some point. Trying to work out at some point. Oh, is this is it Princess Little Princess Plans or something like that? A princess shop. LMP it was. Little My Princess, I don't know. But this was a really cute shop. I think she had some really cute stuff and really cute functionals. Back in the day, this was all matte paper. This was a very popular kit that they made. Had bubble tea, email abstract, working on papers and things. Apparently wrote it 1,000 words on Friday. Ella flies. I wonder where they went. Ella's back. How odd. Finished draft and edit. So I was doing some work. I did get work done. I did finish the PhD. Up early Heidi accident. Oh dear. Wrote abstract and emailed. Junk food. Finished Final Fantasy 13? No, 5. 10? I can't remember. L home early. It was 40 degrees. Oh man. Yeah, January is we got a Christmas spread happening here, but this was summertime and it was 40 degrees that day. That's fun. 40 degrees Celsius, which is over 100, I think, in Fahrenheit. Log flies to Sydney, so I think they were doing some more work. I watched Boogie Nights by myself, and I wrote 1,000 words and quotes up, so good for me. Good for me. Oh, this was a, this is premium matte as well. Wow, this is quite a no white space spread. Oh, my draft was due for my ANZMM's conference, so I did obviously present to that conference in Wellington, New Zealand, but I had to do draft to my supervisors. Busy with paper, more writing, conference shopping for shoes. Oh yeah, I got to change offices at this point because I was in an office that wasn't any of my like the people who started with me of a PhD, and it was like right next to the lifts, and I could hear the elevator going up and down, and I could barely stand it. But I was able to move offices as they moved people around. We used to have history and politics students mixed in, and then they separated our offices, so I was able to move into a history office, and that was nice. Finished paper, and I had friends in that office, which is nice. My other office, like, no one ever came in, so I don't know. Watched Keanu. That's fun. You can see this old Erin Condren. Is this one of the better ones? The little flags are a bit annoying, but you know, we like the clean boxes. We got some more here, the end of Feb. This was a Scribble Prints Co, an old one with matte washi. Watch This Is the End. I used to love that film so much. I still enjoy This Is the End, but it's funny how they like, you know, make fun of themselves for it. Staff meeting, prep, sick, classless, tutorial reading. Oh wow, this is when I started teaching. So I actually, yeah, I was a tutor for early modern history, and I did two tutorials. So in Australia, you do like a lecture with a lecturer in like a lecture theatre. And it's usually 1 or 2 hours long. I think that's a 2-hour lecture, and then we did tutorials where we'd split up into smaller groups, and usually us postgrads would teach those with the lecturer, doing different classes. And we do one-on-one work where we did some reading, and we would do group presentations, and I would mark all the tutors would mark all the essays and stuff. So yeah, I did 2 tutorials, 2 to 3 p.m. and then 3 to 4 p.m. My 2 to 3 p.m. had 30 students, and my 3 to 4 p.m. had 12 students. And this is my first day of teaching, and I survived, so I treated myself. But yeah, so I had to make sure that I was, you know, ahead. I did the tutorial reading on Tuesday. But yeah, so I did do teaching for a semester, and it was very intense. I got student emails, and I did office hours, and you know, the whole shebang. Oh yeah, this is technically my second year of being a PhD student, and that's when we could start teaching in history. We weren't allowed to teach in the first year. Ellen Payne, I don't know what that was about, but I think around this time we found out that their back has been broken, like forever. So that could possibly be it. But yeah, that was my first week of teaching. So I was teaching every Thursday, the 2 seminars. And it was a lot. One of my tutorials, a student wanted me to help me back that night and wanted to talk to me because they didn't hand in essay. And I was like, well, if you want to pass, you need to do the exam. And she was crying, and you know, she cried to me a lot. I went home and drank some alcohol that night. That was a lot. And I'm sorry to that person. I'm sure she was going through a lot of stuff, but she didn't end up doing the exam either. So I guess, I don't know. I tried to help, but you know, I'm sure a lot of you are actually teachers, so you understand. But yeah, this was my foray into teaching. I was playing SOS, Story of Seasons. I was playing. That's fun. So I was working on my like chapter work, but I was also reading for the lecture, the tute, and I was making up my own like PowerPoints, and we were doing activities. Yeah, and I was doing the reading so we could guide them through the reading that they hopefully did before the tute. But I did get paid, so that's fine. The worst back pain. I wonder what happened there. I guess my back hurt that day. Watching Elementary. That was a good show. I don't think we ever finished it though. We were playing Witcher 3. Doing my planning. Look at all these kids though. I think we're getting more closer to like normal, but maybe we're not. We watched Rogue One with my dad. My back was hurting, so I finally went and saw a physiotherapist. It was like my upper back and neck. And I saw my physiotherapist maybe like 5 times, and it's good. I'm all done. I've got the exercises and the stretches, and the physio like healed my back and neck problems. So I highly recommend seeing an actual physiotherapist, my friends. They're the ones who are actually going to help you in the long term. Like, I don't have to see a physio again about these problems. But yeah, I just had to make sure I did my... they did some massages, and they taught me some stretches and exercises, which is nice. Teaching. I went to the physio before I taught. That's horrible. I guess we're playing lots of Witcher 3 and stuff. In March, this was a Hello Petite paper spread. binging YouTube, saw the physio again, wrote 500 words, that's nice. To do hard email, who knows what that was about. Probably to do with like, you'll see later in 2017, the mid-year, in Northern Hemisphere summer, I went to my research trip to England. So maybe that was an email about that. Remember physio exercises, my US package came in. That's always nice. And then this is, I think, J. Crew Plans drew this birthday kit. And this was the week of my partner Locke's birthday. Elle opened presents. They turned 29 on the Thursday while I was teaching. They're doing all the I was also doing a lot of marking at this point, I guess. I guess we did a couple of assignments. Group presentation, we did end of the semester, we did a big essay, maybe an annotated bibliography, I think, and also an exam. So I had to mark all those, which was fun. You get extra pay for marking, which is nice though. First day of leave. I guess, I was struggling with my actual PhD work, so I went on leave for a bit so I could just focus on other things. The hard email was emailing the archive, asking if I could go and do research there in England, and the archive said yes. This was this drawn by Andrea of SBC? I think she drew this one, which is very cute. This little, and this is like the single bar of date covers. That's really cool. And we started doing my Clever Craft Hearts stickers in here. I think that's where I started with foil, just the heart stickers, other than washi tape. So that's fun. Staff meeting, marking, finish mail and draft. Into work office hours, so I just had to stay at my desk in case any students wanted to come and talk about their essay, I think, at that point. But the archive said yes. Chuckies and video games. Always lots of fun. A Wednesday, bad day. As I said, Wednesdays were not great for me through my whole PhD. I think this was... so office hours. I think I actually had some students come in, and that was like scary to try and teach them how to better their essays. Errands. Big W was another place. Persona 5. Oh my god, we loved playing Persona 5. It was such a good game. We finished that whole game, which is great. Hit 4,000 words. Crazy. Persona 5. Yeah. Oh, period. No, grumpy cat. Yeah. I don't know. This is another SBC kit. Yeah. This little black dress one. I was putting in some washi. Oh, this was a different kit. I can't remember who did this one. But this was fun. I had like open boxes. Typical bad Wednesday. What did I say? Ditched work. Oh, then Tuesday was Anzac Day. So that's a day off. To remember the Anzacs who fell in World War I. Student appointment at 11 a.m. I guess I met a student at 11 to help them with stuff. Oh yeah, we got a new pizza place in the food court at uni called Detroit Street Pizza. Detroit Pizza, and it was Detroit style pizza. It was really, really tasty. I love that. That was good. Bad day continues. But I did some writing, apparently. Burgers. Research, emails, history seminar. I don't know. Buy hallway table. I was using a flipping table once more with love much good for some reason. I don't remember where I got this from, but this is very cute. Oh, this is Old Caress Press, maybe. Yeah, it's Old Caress Press. That's where the premium bat's probably from, the unicorn paper. It's from Caress Press. Got a FedEx package. Call the physio. About what I wonder. Wrote 1,000 words. Essays due. Oh, this is when, yeah. So those office hours was helping students get their essays done, which we gave them like, you know, a couple of weeks to do those. Yeah, I think those weeks were like, it was 2 weeks off so they could get, you know, essays done without having to go to class. So the essays were due this day. Oh my gosh, one of my essays was like 60% copied and pasted from Wikipedia. And then their exam sucked too. And we like put it in and you have to go higher up. Like you can't just, like the lecturer can't just decide to fail you if you cheated on your whole essay. We have to actually go up through admin and all these other systems. And they decided that he was allowed to pass at the bottom mark. So that was kind of annoying because like he was really good in class, but all of his written work was bad. And yeah, I was just like looking at the essay, and he also handed it in late. So he handed in the most late it could be, and it was 60% Wikipedia copy pasted. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. And we had to make him pass, so we weren't allowed to like fail him for that, which kind of sucks, but because I think like he didn't try. Anyway, whatever. Then we're back to teaching the 2 classes this week. Yeah, I had to do my slides and my handouts and all sorts of things. Lock must pack. What were they doing? There's a flight here. GRU. I don't know. They had to return a form apparently, had a meeting. Oh, this is one of my favorite autumn kits from SPC2. I just love the colors of this. And the art is just so pretty. I love this. So pretty. No to everything today. Marking. Oh, this is me marking all the essays and being like, oh, yes. And then we got to watch a movie in class, Martin Gear. That was really good. It's like a movie about actual story that happened. Like, if you want to look it up, it's Martin Gear here. It's very interesting. Basically, a man comes back from the war claiming to be a man from the village, Martin Gear. And they're like, oh yeah, that's my husband, that's my dad. And he just lived with them. And then they found out years later that he wasn't Martin Gear. He just, the wackiness of early modern life. Anyway, oh yeah, here it is. Student cried. This is fine. I went and had drinks at Burger. And Locke was overseas at a conference. So they didn't get home till Sunday. So I just went home and like had some cider because the student cried. I think because the essay issues and yeah. Anyway, so fun. And then it was Mother's Day on Sunday and Locke came home. So yeah, May is actually autumn in Australia. There's actually a lot in this planner. So yeah, I'm not going to do my second one. We're just going to stick with this because we're almost at an hour. So let's get to the finish of this. We're still teaching. Finish essay marking, and then I had to mark methods essays, so more marking than shoot prep. Lots and lots of work I was doing. This is a really pretty Caress Press set. I love this and the colors especially. Oh, and then this was planning out my trip to, I don't know if I planned any of it. Oh, I did. My trip to England for my research. So I think this is about time when the tutorials, like classes, actually finished. And then as soon as, apologies, the camera died, the battery died. So I just had to change it over, but we should get finishing then. But yeah, right after the semester finished, it was the winter break, I went over and flew to England to do my archive research work for my my PhD. So I had to do a rest day like on Tuesday. My flying over, I got the flu really badly. So I spent most of the time in the archive sick as heck, just constantly going to the bathroom to like get rid of mucus. I was very sick this whole time. And the rest day, yeah. Anyway, and I was staying in a hotel in the middle of nowhere because the archive was at an abbey, Dowie Abbey in Berkshire. And I was just in the middle of nowhere, and it was the middle of summer now here, and it was like in the 30s, and we had a desk fan in my hotel room. It was a lot when I was sick, and there was no fridge, so I had like warm water the whole time. and I was living off like Sainsbury's brownie bites. Anyway, what a research trip. But yeah, I went to the Abbey every day to work in the archives, and I basically like photographed all of the books that I needed to go over for my thing. So that was me in Berkshire for a week. And then at the end, I was there for like quite a long time. And at the end, my supervisor actually came in the last days to do work at the archive too. So we met up and had dinner and stuff and hung out at the archive, which was nice. And then, it was a whole thing being at the archives. This was a running abbey, which was run by Benedictine monks. And they had lunch and stuff in a separate area, but on this Friday, they were just doing soup for Friday. I think it's probably just a abbey thing, and or a monk thing. Anyway, they invited me to go and have lunch with the monks in their private dining room because they didn't want to set out an extra lunch for visitors. So it was just me with a bunch of Benedictine monks eating soup. And the other guests who were there at the time in the abbey were all men as well. So I was like the only woman there except for like the cook. So that was fun. I honestly just focused on my soup and left because I don't know, I feel weird hanging out with like monks who, the ones I did talk to and meet with the archive were very nice. But they probably, I don't know, do they want women in their private dining room? I don't know. It was funny. They were very nice and pleasant to talk to though. And it was a very nice archive. Like, it was all newly rebuilt and it was beautiful. Beautiful. So much beautiful stuff there. But anyway, that was my time with the Benedictine monks. And then I went to London for a bit. And I was working on my archive notes and I did some British library things. Luckily, my London hotel had air conditioning, so I had some relief. And then in London, I actually went to a conference, which was a like Catholic history conference, and it was being held together with. It was being held at the University of. I hate to say this, but the University of Notre Dame. They have a campus building in Trafalgar Square, actually. So if you want to know that. But they were holding this conference alongside Durham University. So yeah, this is all a conference about Catholic history. So I did a paper there and I presented on the Friday, which was, so I presented yet again on the last day. But I had I actually met some like the top people in my area, and it was really nice to chat about them. I went to the British Library and Oxford Street shopping. Because the conference was at Trafalgar Square, that was fun. And there was a drinks reception. I double-checked my paper, get ready, and had to present. So that was really good. And then I went and walked around and found some stationery shops in London. And I went to Westfield in Stratford. And it was all beautiful, summertime. And I went back to winter because I came back home this week. Flight all day on Thursday. So I left on the Wednesday. And I got home on, Thursday evening. All jet lagged. Did some last minute shopping. And it was back to winter time and my dad's birthday and just catching up. And then, look at this Caress Press winter Christmas set is very beautiful. But I just use this as like a winter set for July, but obviously I didn't do anything with it. And I think we're at the end here, yes. So that was everything for my half 2017 memory plan, and we won't get into the other one because this is a long video already. But I hope you enjoyed looking at my old spreads. And my the second half of my I guess the last half and the first half of my first and second years of my PhD there. Did my research trip, did my first tutoring. Lots of fun stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through of this super old planner Hopefully one day I'll have my proper planners in my hands, but otherwise I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye. I love you. Bye.